So, guys, today we're going to hear from our guest co-host, Miss CEO Erica Nicole, and our producer, Mr. Noel Sosa. I want to hear about what you guys have been doing since we've been on break. You know, you guys are my KISS family. Let's start with you, Mr. Noel Sosa. What have you been up to?
You know me, it doesn't stop, man. I mean, a lot has happened since we last connected.
Yes.
I thought, we have a new president-elect, so we've been trying
Round of applause for that.
We've been trying to get the word out, encourage people to go vote, and everything that we can do, man, in this, I don't even know what to call 2020,
But
know.
it worked.
Hey.
You know, all you guys have been listening. You've received our message, and shout out to the viewers and listeners. You know, we did our in-home campaigning through the airwaves, and I just want to congratulate each and every one of you guys in here for doing your part. You know, Erica, what have you been up to? You know, we've seen you moving around on social media. You're back in studio with us, so talk to us and tell us what you've been up to, and you know what you think about the current climate.
Yes, definitely. You know, I think even amid the pandemic, everyone thinks that they can't, move around or explore what's going on either in their community. But you can see that we can still make a difference, whether we're local or mobile. So I've actually been kind of taking advantage of traveling safely without there being a ton of traffic, obviously voting and campaigning. You encouraged me to do Rock the Vote and help out with that, which was amazing. Obviously here locally, just kind of keeping things on the down low and keeping business rolling. Other than that, just trying to stay healthy, in shape, travel, make a difference.
Live life.
There you go.
You know, everybody sees you on social media living your best life, and I just want to say, you go, girl.
Yeah.
You know, so I think all of us are back in studio, and I can honestly say I'm really proud of you guys. So thank you guys for making this team amazing and what it is. So without y'all, I really couldn't do what I do as awesome as I do it every day, because you guys can't see me, through, if you're listening through the airwaves right now, but you guys at home on YouTube, you can, but I am fresh out of a workout, and man, it has been, I almost got cussed out by my coach. So I'm gonna say it's been a rough day, but I'm excited now that I'm in studio. These guys are laughing at me, but listen, this is what it takes, I think when you're passionate about something, you just got to make it work. And so I have the opportunity to reach out to you guys every day through the airwaves, and that's just what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do it with a smile on my face. So, we're going to talk about some hot topics, and I don't think I can go any further without talking about President-elect and Vice President-elect Mr. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. So what do you guys think? Like, there's so much happening right now. We were terrified, and extremely excited, anxious. I think I've gone through every emotion since 2020 has started. We're like, are we going to go through 4 more years of what we've kind of gone through? Or is there going to be massive change? Noel, like, what were you thinking when you got, like, was it a week last Saturday, or
it's all a blur.
I think it was on the 3rd, but I guess I kind of came to the conclusion around the 6th or the 7th.
Yeah.
Right. Just a few days ago, right? It seems like. But yeah, I mean, hey, what a roller coaster ride, man. And a lot of people still with opinions on how things went down, but at the end of the day, the democratic process, democracy prevailed, and I think that's we're on a path to a new direction, like you said.
New direction. 70 million people voted for Mr. Orange. Come on. You know what? He has a wonderful support system, and you got to tip your hat to somebody like that. And so he started out as a New Yorker that was a avid golfer and reality star, and whatever his manifestations were, it came to fruition, and he did it.
Yeah.
He can check that box on his, his bucket list. So I think that's always an amazing thing for a human being. And now, he's singing a different tune. So he's had his time. And so I think our generation, well, I'm first generation millennial. So are you. You might be a different generation. But you know what? I think we can all say that when we put our minds together and everybody like really acknowledges that their vote and their voice counts, we can make a difference. So I'm looking forward to the next 4 years. January will kick off a new regime. And so my question is, having the first female, not only female, but African-American female in that position as VP, what do you guys think will happen? Erica.
I think coincidentally, just to touch base on the previous subject, or ironically, so to speak, the same thing that got him elected also, I think, got him voted out of office.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just beautiful to see everyone come together and really, everyone's voice was heard this year.
Yeah.
You know, I think that can be spoken for sure. But a woman being in office as VP, or, you know, remember when Hillary was running for president, she potentially being the first woman president. It's just, things are changing. We really live in a time that anything is up for grabs. You can do anything you want.
Possible.
You remember they told us that growing up, and now I think we're really seeing it come to fruition. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to our second hot topic. Miami Marlins had a groundbreaking hire. So according to TMZ, the team welcomed executive Kim. Now, she is of Asian descent. I do not know how to pronounce her last name. It is just 2 letters, NG. So we're going to call her Kim NG, right? She's the first female general manager in major pro sports history. I'm going to say that again. The first female general manager in pro sports history. A round of applause for that, guys. That is major. Right? The hire makes Kim the highest ranking woman in baseball operations among all 30 MLB teams. That is huge. I don't think you guys understand how huge that is. As an athlete, you know, in the sports world, I'm here to tell you guys that is like some amazing stuff. So the 51-year-old started her career at the front office in the career field as an intern with the Chicago White Sox in 1991. So she worked her way up the ladder, and she's now become the assistant GM to Brian Cashman. Well, she was at the New York Yankees in 1998. So, you know, she has tons of experience. So shout out to the Miami Marlins. That's a great look for them. And congratulations to Miss Kim NG in her new position. We need to see more of this in the sports world. You know, what do you think? Like, do you think people will get used to seeing women in GM positions? Like, is this awkward to you, Noel? Like, is it weird?
Not weird at all. I mean, listen, if you are qualified as an individual, you are qualified.
You can get the job done.
You know, and listen, I mean, I've been around a lot of different people in a lot of different scenarios. Sometimes, I mean, you just got to look at who is generally best and most deserving for that position, regardless of any of those other factors. I mean, listen, I think she's going to do well. I'd like to see her do well. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm rooting for her. I think we're ready to see more diversity in sports, you know, with coaching and owners, especially in the ownership position. I'm all about ownership. You know what? We do also have 2 more female coaches that I don't know if you guys knew this, but the 49ers coach, Katie Sowers, she's the assistant coach with the San Francisco 49ers, and she does a phenomenal job over there in San Francisco. And also the Buffalo Bills coach, Catherine Smith, is up there doing it big. So shout out to all the women in sports in the the coaching position and also the ownership position. So keep doing your thing, ladies. And the last hot topic we do have for today is something that's really unique and interesting. Mr. Pharell Williams, super producer Pharell Williams, is jumping into the skincare industry. Now, Erica, I know you will have a lot to say about this. This is your zhuzh and your area of expertise. A lot of people may or may not know that, but Pharrell is actually doing some big things in the skincare industry, and I think he's going to really change the game. He released his skincare line called Human Race Wellness, right? The line features products like rice powder cleanser, lotus enzyme exfoliator, and humidifying cream, a cream routine pack. Like, guys, I don't know if you ever cared. Noah, I'm going to throw it to you. I don't know if you ever cared about your skin, but Pharrell is now making it acceptable to love yourself as a man and not be so hardcore and really take pride in your skin and how you look and how you operate in your everyday life. Come on.
Well, I'll be real with you. And this is just, I guess I'm going to say this publicly. It wasn't until really like a year ago that I really started paying attention to that.
Did your wife tell you something?
And well, actually, yeah.
Well,
manscaping, that's a whole nother thing. But skincare, like I had a meeting with this gentleman and he's much older than me, much older.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how old he really was. I said, man, what? how do you look so young?
Yeah.
And he said, man, I just take care of my skin. And he gave me, the secret recipe over there that I can't.
Have you
necessarily
seen
put
the
out there.
side-by-side picture with Pharrell at like 20 and then him at like 45?
Oh, yeah.
Black don't crack.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Black does not crack.
Look,
But
if you want to look at something crazy, look at Sugar Ray Leonard.
yes,
Look at
great
that
example.
guy.
Great
and
example.
that's a professional prize fighter.
Yeah,
Look
yeah.
at him. It's almost like he's a sleeper cell. Like, what's going on over there?
So you know what? According to Pharrell, we can hopefully look out for some collaborations between him and Rihanna. So a Human Race and Fenty collab. That would be dope, and that's hopefully in the making. So, Erica, what do you think about guys jumping into this industry? You're all about skincare and
Right.
wellness. So, what do you think?
Well, just since we're partnered with Rejuvenated today.
Yes, shout out to
they-
Rejuvenated
They do
Med
have
Spa.
a men's spa here
Yeah.
locally, so you guys go check that out. Check
Maverick.
out Dr. Gentry. He'll get you hooked up. But I will tell you what, me as a woman and on the consumer level, there are actually a couple of very high-end products that I use that are rice-like based.
Yeah.
If we just want to throw them out there, a lot of women probably use like Tatcha. They're very pricey. They're
Hey, they ain't paying for no
Yeah,
ad
yeah, yeah.
spots over here. Come on. So, yes.
But just to touch base on that, they're really great products, but they're for women, and we
Yeah.
use them for makeup or to primp and prime or prep and prime, so to
Yeah.
speak. So for there to be a skincare line, I think just specifically for men, it's less intimidating for a man as a consumer to go and purchase these items, as opposed to walking into a spa or a cosmetic store and asking for help.
Yeah.
It's like, well, we have this whole section for men and skincare line for you guys.
Yeah.
It's just less intimidating. It gives them more comfortability in that realm of taking care of themselves.
I agree. I totally agree. So shout out to Pharrell. Good luck to you and your Human Race wellness line. I think we are going to be excited about that for our guys. So we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to come back with our word of the day and our final message to you guys.